I think by now we all know that crafting with solar lights is so much fun during the summer, but what about during the fall? If you have any of these left over in your home or in your local Dollar Tree, get a few because we are going to make some beautiful crafts. We're going to start with these pumpkin wreath forms. You can get these during the fall season. I'm going to remove everything from it, take them outside, and I'm going to spray them white with my spray paint from Rust-Oleum. I'm going to do the outside as well as the inside. Of course, you can also use any other color you want, like orange or red or green, whatever you want. I'm going to take this wooden plaque from Dollar Tree. They carry these year-round in their crafting aisle with all of their other wood blanks. Love these because they're very versatile and great for crafting. They're a little rough to the touch, so I'm going to sand down the edges and the surfaces and then wipe them really, really well. You can paint it if you want, but I'm going to stain it using the Waverly Antiquing Wax. I'm just going to apply it as well as removing it all at once. Then I'm going to set it down near a fan so that it dries really quickly. Now it's time to attach the pumpkins, and I'm just going to use zip ties from the Dollar Tree. These are the white kind, and I'm going to zip tie it in a few places as long as it's snug together. Then once attached, it's time to attach it to the base. So we're just going to mark with a pencil where we need to drill a few holes so that then we can attach it using some zip ties. Now I misjudged as to whether or not it was going to tilt, and it was. Once it was attached, I did have to drill a couple extra holes with more zip ties to make sure that it's not going to tilt. Now that it's nice and secure, we are going to add foam. This is floor foam from Dollar Tree. I'm going to add a whole bunch of hot glue and stick it one on one side and then the other one on the other side. And this is so that we can create a base so that we can then attach all kinds of beautiful fall foliage flowers. And these are all from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut them and hot glue them and insert them here and there as long as everything is nicely covered. And then we're going to place one of the solar lights right in the center. And of course, you can use any of the solar lights, but I'm going to use this one, and I am going to make sure first that it works. And secondly, I am going to make sure that I am going to leave the clear part, but remove the stake portion. Add plenty of hot glue and stick it right there in the center of everything, and then surround it with more florals until you kind of like what you see. I'm going to temporarily tilt it. I'm going to add some of these felt pads at the bottom. That way it's not going to be bouncy and kind of wiggling because of the zip ties. And it worked really well. I'm going to add a couple of bows to the top of the pumpkin wreaths. This is a burlap ribbon as well as a ribbon from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to make simple bows, stack them together, tie them with jute string, and then we're going to tie it around the top portion at the neck of the base of the stem. And then we are going to tie it in the back. And then just going to add a couple of greenery picks right there in the center or in between the bows just to add, again, a touch of texture and color. But look at this beauty. Oh my gosh, wait until you see it at night. I love the way this one turned out, but let me know what you think of this one down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take this little jar that I found at the Dollar Tree during the summer season. And we're not going to need the cap, but we are going to wipe it really well because we don't want any dust or smudges. We're going to take some vinyl from Dollar Tree and we're going to freehand what will look like a triangle, then fold it, and we're going to cut two sides at the same time. We're creating a little jack-o'-lantern. You got to see how cute this is. All right, so then to create the mouth, I decided to trace that front portion of the jar. That way I know exactly how wide and long to create the mouth. And then we are going to cut it. And once cut, it's a matter of just attaching it just like stickers onto the front of the jar. I'm going to take it outside and spray paint in this beautiful orange spray paint by Rust-Oleum. And we are going to do a couple of coats and let that dry. Once dry, we're going to remove the vinyl, and I realized that spray paint got behind or inside of the jar, so you can see it. But a little white bead worked really well, although it didn't take the whole thing out, but it's okay. This is another one of the solar lights we used earlier. I'm going to attach it with glue at the top. Now, looking back, I wish I would have taken out the clear portion of it because you can see it through the front, but it's okay. We're going to line and cover the thread of the jar using black ribbon, cut off the excess, and then we're just going to add a nice beautiful sunflower right there, and then some greenery leaves to the back just to add a little fullness and extra color, but I think it's gorgeous. And at night it glows so beautifully. Let me know what you think of this one. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this home sign from Dollar Tree. It's already very pretty, but we're going to make it fall themed. Remove the ribbon and the string, and we are going to paint the letters in this pumpkin orange by Waverly. At first, I thought I can do it without removing the letters. It was too hard. So I'm going to use my heating tool, remove each letter carefully. Now, this kind of made them a little messy. I guess it just bent, and I just didn't like that, but we're going to make it work. And I thought painting it with a few coats was going to work. It took forever, so I just took them outside and spray painted them again with the orange spray paint. It works out. We're going to take this tiny little wreath form and we are going to make it fall theme. I get these on Amazon, and I do have them in my Amazon store if you want to check them out. It is always linked down in the description box. So we're going to add some orange leafy greens and just enough to make it very fall theme, but not make it too heavy. Once I had it when I want it, we're going to put it to the side, and quickly we're just going to add some ribbon to the top and the bottom of the sign. We're going to cut this fall themed plaid ribbon from Dollar Tree in half, and then we're just going to place one at the top, wrap it around the sign, and the same thing at the bottom. And now we can attach the wreath form right there to the front with a little hot glue, which goes a long way. We want to be able to hang this sign, so I'm just going to use ribbon instead of rope, and I'm just going to crisscross it at the back, looping it in the top, and I'm going to hot glue it as well as tape it. And that way it's going to be nice and stronghold. All right, so now we're going to flip it over, and this is the solar light we're going to use. It is battery operated as well as solar, and we're just going to turn it on and off. I love that it has that feature, and I'm just going to hot glue it, making sure that I'm not covering the on-off button in the back. So hot glue it, hold it until it hardens, and then it's going to look so cute. Okay, so here are the letters. They look better. They look better when they're spray painted. But when I was painting it, oh my gosh, it was just not looking pretty. All right, we're going to hot glue them right where they need to be. And I think this really brought everything together. They look cute in black, but this orange with the ribbon, with the florals, it just looks stunning. I'd love to know what you think of this one. At night, it has this nice subtle glow, and it lights up the sign, which is exactly what I wanted with the solar light on this one. But let me know what you think. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this little jar. I got this one at Target Dollar Spot years ago, and I'm going to remove the cap. We're not going to need it, and we're going to wipe it really well once again. You know, I love using these window clings. I love them. They're just so beautiful and so easy to craft with. I have this one left over from last year, and we're going to remove the home portion of it, and we're just going to add it to the front right there. So easy. Now, Dollar Tree has these beautiful acorn and little tiny pumpkins and leaves. They're plastic, kind of see-through, beautiful colors. I'm going to mix them all up together, and I'm going to fill the jar with them. How fun is this? You can also use anything else you want, leaves or whatever you want. This is another one of those solar lights, and we are going to remove everything, making sure that it works, first of all. And then this time we're going to remove the actual plastic and the stake because we can't fit it in. So we're going to do the same thing and hot glue it to the rim of the jar. Now work a little quick because it does harden and cool down really quick. We're going to use orange ribbon for this one. We're just going to cover that thread, attaching it with hot glue. And then we're just going to add small little tiny flowers on this one, just keeping it simple. A little orange one and a yellow one with a little hot glue. And that's it for this one. Such a beautiful, such an easy craft you can make with friends, your family. Love how it glows at night and kind of goes through all the beads. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.